Hey guys, I'm Dov, and today I'm back with more Total War Warhammer 2 online action. Today I've got a very special Halloween treat for you guys. Yes, indeed, this Halloween special here is going to be a 2v2 with myself playing as the Skaven. We've got, let's see, SniperCat here playing as the spooky, scary vampires. We've got BlackIron as the terrifying Warriors of Chaos. And Bart Fitzgerald playing as the ever scary Beastmen. Yes, indeed, the goat people have come. And we've got skeletons, we've got zombies, we've got warriors of chaos, we've got creatures of the night, we've got all kinds of rats and vermin and other creepy crawlies, except spiders, no spiders, but it's still going to be a very fun time. Let's take a look at the army composition, starting with my Skaven army here. We're going to be led by Lord Skrulk with an assassin buddy here. It's a very strong combination. If they try and dive Skrulk, you have this assassin to help protect him. He's got, of course, trophy heads. Skrulk is carrying Liber Botanicus, Pestilent Birth, Wither, and Pestilent Breath, as well as Aura of Pestilence, of course, for that -5 melee attack all around him. And we've also got the lore attribute as well, so very good stuff. Plague Claw Catapult. The main line is going to be Plague Monks here, with lots of Skaven Slaves Spears mixed in. Front line of Skaven Slave Spears mixed with Night Runners with Slings. And that's pretty much it. Oh, of course, four Gutter Runners with Poison here to do some initial skirmishing. For SniperCat's Vampire Army, looks like we're going to be led by the Red Duke here. Let's have a look at his spell loadout. Let's see here. He's got El Sif, Sword of Anti-Heroes, Arcane Conduit. In terms of spells here, he's carrying Wind of Death, Raise Dead, Invocation of the Heck. And looks like, of course, he's got the Dragon Breath and everything, so very strong. Front line here is a mix of Skeleton Warriors and Graveguard, backed up by Crypt Horrors. We've got a Mortis Engine, a Necromancer on foot with no spells, just the Forbidden Rod. So basically this guy's like a magic battery, basically. Just helps regenerate winds of magic. We've also got Blood Knights coming around this flank here. In the back, 3 units of Dire Wolves, one of them being the Dire Pack, Regiment of Renown. For the Beastmen player, just about to crash into the vampires here. For Bart Fitzgerald, he's got Gore Herds in the front line, backed up by Bestigor. He's got 2 units of Minotaurs with shields, 1 unit of Ungor Spearman Herd. Kazrak the One-Eye on foot as the general, as well as a Bray Shaman Lore of Wild. If we look at his spell loadout, he's got the Jagged Dagger item for Winds of Magic Regeneration, Traderkin, and Evolve, as well as Bestial Surge. For the Chaos player, BlackIron here, he's got a front line of Chaos Warriors with Halberds, Forsaken, 2 units of Chosen, Aspiring Champions, and another unit of Forsaken. Army's going to be led by Sigvald the Magnificent, looking very good with his Mirror Shield, and holy cow, that thing is super shiny now. I didn't realize they'd made it that shiny, which I guess that's how it's supposed to be in the lore, right? The thing that about Sigvald is he looks at himself in his shield, right? Like it's a mirror, so I guess it works. We've also got a Death Sorcerer up on a Manticore here. If we look at his spells, looks like he's got Spirit Leech and Soul Blight, very good stuff. Let's go ahead and kick things into full gear here. First, we're going to get the spooky, scary skeletons and these Crypt Horrors here charging into the Beastmen. Very spooky stuff, glowing eyes and all, and going to be a very bloody battle here. The Mortis Engine also moving in, going to be terrifying away many of these Beastmen, which is very understandable, very scary. But we've also got Minotaurs countercharging in, a couple of them being thrown back actually by the Crypt Horrors, but going to be able to do some nice damage. Meanwhile, I'm just dragging the Chaos Warriors into the mud a little bit here. We've got the Slingers now opening up shots, the Plague Claw Catapults doing some nice damage on these Chosen here, and the Chaos Warriors with Halberds. We're getting some nice damage done with the Gutter Runners as well. We're whittling down the Forsaken as they move towards. But the main action's really going on with the vampires here, just cutting through the Beastmen. Beastmen are definitely going to be cutting through the zombies and skeletons and everything. Well, I guess there's no zombies here, but the skeletons and these Crypt Horrors should be able to do some nice armor-piercing damage. But you can see the terror is becoming a huge issue for a lot of the Beastmen units. Of course, there's the Mortis Engine and the Zombie Dragon that both cause terror, and it's becoming a major issue here. I believe there was a unit of, let's see here, yep, Blood Knights crushing through. Finally, these Forces of Chaos are now excuse me, clicked off the screen for a second there. Forces of Chaos are finally clashing with the Skaven here. You can see the very, very frightening looking Forsaken. Definitely looks like someone you'd see out on Halloween. They're going to be fighting up against the Ratmen here. Intercepting with Plague Monks, and the Gutter Runners with Slings will do okay here. Mostly they're just meant to bog things down. I also failed to mention I've got a Warp Block Engineer with he has no spells. He just has the support buff to help buff up the Catapult, which is not actually doing right now, and the Drain to help drain away hit points of enemy combatants, which is very, very strong. He's pretty cheap like this, about 500 for a nice little Mortis engine basically. But Sigvald's really getting jumped here by Skrulk and his assassin buddy, and he's not going to be having a real good time. He's going to try and get in these Plague Monks here, but you can see already down to half HP despite his regeneration. Very tough stuff. Meanwhile, over here, some of the Vampire forces have been broken, but a lot of the Beastmen units still having major terror issues. The Mortis engine's very healthy, as well as the Red Duke. So even if a lot of these Vampire troops crumble away, it's going to be real tough for the Beastmen to be able to come back. We're going to be getting a beautiful charge. Oh, the Blood Knights were thinking about getting a nice rear charge there, but it looks like they're actually going to be pulling away now. Probably, I'd imagine, trying to get on one of these groups of Minotaurs over here. But, yep, looks like that's exactly what they're going to try and do. Get a devastating charge here right into the rear of those Gores and the Minotaurs, doing some really nice damage. Meanwhile, over on the other flank, the Chaos Warriors are just being worn down through sheer numbers and attrition. And they're definitely racking up quite a few kills. But Plague Monks are holding steady. Skrulk and his assassin buddy are just rampaging around in the backline. Forsaken have mostly been dealt with by the Gutter Runners with poison. And Plague Claw Catapult's still online back here, still able to pop off shots. So we're in a very good situation. You can see the melee attack debuff from Skrulk going down there. And the Perpetual Drain, you can see that as well. Kind of that magic damage effect that goes off from the Warp Lightning, Warpstone Armor. So very, very strong stuff from the Warlock Engineer. Just balance power is starting to go in our favor. A lot of the Beastmen units are actually starting to shatter at this point, so it's really, really rough stuff for them. They're able to do a lot of damage to the vampires, but just the main kind of high-value units, this Mortis engine here and the Red Duke, just not able to be dealt with. The Forces of Chaos as well, also getting very, very low. Sigvald himself is taking quite a bit of damage, and the main Warriors of Chaos front line here just being whittled down. The Chosen are still very healthy here. But, just every so often they're getting drained a little bit by the Warpstone armor, and really they just have so many vermin to cut through at this point. It's going to be really hard for them to really cut through all these unit models here. And although Plague Monks don't have great AP, they do have bonus versus infantry and frenzy, and, they'll do okay in this matchup. They'll definitely, especially with Wither, they'll trade decently for their cost. But, yeah, the morale for the Warriors of Chaos is the biggest issue at this point. Sigvald looks like he's caught this Warlock Engineer, probably going to be routing him off. But it does look like Skrulk and his assassin buddy got caught up a little bit here with these Chosen, but my opponent's really aggressively trying to get onto this Plague Claw Catapult, which is a very good play. The Plague Claw Catapult's helping to mop up the last of the Beastmen forces here. They've shattered from army losses, and it's only a short matter of time before we're able to do the same for the Warriors of Chaos here, so you can see the Chaos Warriors here routing. These two units have Chosen that were able to get into the back line here. Gonna to hopefully take this cannon offline here, but it's a little, too late, and yeah, it's tough stuff. Sigvald, I'm not sure where he got off to, but he's probably routing off at this point. I actually don't know what happened to Sigvald. Huh, interesting. But yeah, it's gonna be GG for these guys. Well played to both my opponents here. Thank you everyone for participating. Hope you guys enjoyed this kind of spooky Halloween spectacular. It's definitely a very fun battle, and I really enjoyed it. So hope you guys enjoyed watching it. In terms of the Skaven here, for myself, main line just really didn't get a whole lot of kills. What really was the killing power here was Gutter Runners with poison. The Plague Claw Catapult did some nice work as well, and that Warlock Engineer just perpetually draining away the HP of BlackIron's troops was really tough. A couple of the Plague Monks actually did get some pretty decent numbers of kills, which against the Warriors of Chaos is pretty impressive. For BlackIron, the Chosen, holy cow, Sword and Board Chosen, man, these guys are awesome. I might have to start bringing them more in this matchup. Sword and Board, makes them a little bit more immune to missile fire, and you don't really need heavy AP against the Skaven, so I think these guys will actually be super good here. They racked up a ton of kills, just cut their way through swaths of Ratmen. So in terms of SniperCat here and Bart Fitzgerald, 159 kills on the Red Duke. Man, that guy doesn't mess around. 103-2 for these Graveguard and 124 for the Blood Knights. Excellent work. 84 on the Direwolves. Very, very good. Must have got on some routing units. For Bart Fitzgerald here, getting some decent kills on some of the units of Goreherd, 71, 81 here, 74 on these Bestigor. Minotaur's not picking up a huge amount of kills, but the terror was definitely an issue for Bart, so hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. I'm keeping it coming with more Total War Warhammer 2 content every single day. I just want to say a quick thanks to all the new subscribers and support. The channel's really blown up within the past couple weeks, and I am overwhelmed by all your guys' support. So thank you so much for watching, subscribing, sharing with your friends, all that. It means so much to me. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.